Hi guys, so I had a request to show the mini notebook that I showed yesterday, how to put it together, and the box that I plan on putting it in. So I've decided to make a memory keeping box for members of my family, my mom's family, and my mom and my sisters, because like I said, I'm the only one who crafts in my family. So, other than my daughter is like a little mini artist and she does, things like that. But I'm talking about like my, sisters, brother, uncles, whatever. Um, I'm the only one who does it. So I wanted them, they're always taking pictures, but they don't do anything with them. And then when I go back and I look at the pictures, I'm like, hey, where was this? They don't remember, half the details about the picture. So I decided I was going to make these little mini notebooks, mini journals for them to put their pictures in and, write a little something about it so that they'll go back and remember it. And what prompted me to go ahead and get it started now, because I've been planning this for a while, is my grandmother. She's 82 years old, and, I want her to have something that is compact, something that she can do, even though my grandmother, um, I should say 82 years young, because that woman be moving and grooving. She's never home. And she's probably the only grandma with a cell phone that you still can't get a hold of. So, my grandmother's a pastor, and she's always somewhere or on some trip or, helping a family or something. She's never home. So, anyway, I wanted her to, start collecting her photos and putting her memories and stuff in one spot, some of her favorite pictures and things like that. So let me see if I can make this a little bit higher to make it a little easier. I think that's a little bit better. Okay, so this is the box that I will be keeping it in. These are the photo boxes, and you can find these in all the craft stores. This is a light pink one. It went with the paper collection, and I already had it. So I got this one from Hobby Lobby. It came with, nope, it didn't come with anything. I got this one and I got a white one. I thought they came together, but they didn't. So I wanted to start with what I already had. So I found a paper collection that matched the box. And my grandmother's favorite color is red. So anything in the red family, she'll like. So this is the box that everything will be in. And then on the inside of the box, I'm going to include all of the notebooks, journals for her to, or albums for her to put her photos in. And each one holds 24 photos if you do the full size of the paper. Or if you do a smaller size, of course, it can hold more, depending on what size you print your pictures and cut them out. It's not a full 6x4 photo or 4x6 photo, but it's not much smaller than a 4x6 photo. So actually, it's almost, yeah. So anyway, these are, you've seen this one yesterday. I'm like all tongue tied this morning. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because tomorrow's my kid's last day of school and I'm just not ready. But anyway, so you saw this one yesterday. I showed this one in a video. I decided to go ahead and keep the ribbon the way it was and just leave it. I think she'll like it, so I'm just going to leave it. So that's that one that you already saw. And in this photo box, of course, for those of you who have them, you already know. But for those of you who may have never picked these up, they come with dividers. So she can put at the top, like maybe it was a family reunion. My family does a family reunion every year. So she can put like, 2000 family reunion. And then that book will be dedicated to pictures from that family reunion in 2000. So it's usually in June, our family reunions. So, yeah, so I like having the dividers here. And if she needs more, I can always make them. But this is what came with the box. and she can separate all her stuff like that. I wanted her to be able to put pictures, have a book dedicated to maybe all her grandchildren, because like I said, it holds 24, so that's quite a bit for the full size. Her kids, her immediate kids, her siblings, my grandmother, I think there's 8 in all, brothers and sisters of my grandmother's siblings, including her. I think there's 8. So she can have a book for that. And then, like I said, she can start going into, she's been on cruises and trips. She may have a function from church that she want to document and put in there. Like I said, she is 82, so she's been having some problems with her hands and stuff like that. So I told her, she doesn't have to do a whole bunch of embellishing. Like I said, they're not crafty, so she's not going to know, okay, what this is, what that is. So I want to keep it as simple as possible. I will include some die cuts, things that she can glue down if she wants to, but really all she has to do is put her pictures in here and write a little bit about it and call it a day. She loves to write. She's always writing in her Bible, her notes and stuff like that. So this will be perfect for that. And then this one I did, I'm staying with the particular paper collection that I showed yesterday. This DCWV paper collection. I think it's called Hello Darling. And this one I did with green paper on the inside. And then the little green and black brads and some green twine. And I used curling ribbon to close it. So I like how that turned out. It's a little lighter pink to bind it. But I like how that one turned out. So you can tie them with anything. The one that I'm going to show you, I'm going to tie it with some jute. So, and then this, I made this some time ago. Like I said, I've been playing this for a while, but I made this some time ago. And this is, I'm going to include this. It's going to be inside of the box. As you see, it fits inside of the box. This is going to house most of her embellishments. So this is a Cameo file. If I can find it, I'll look in my library and then I'll try to link it down below what file this is. But it's a really sturdy box, and it has these big 4 compartments that I can put embellishments and things like that for. Let me see if this glue will fit in here. Yep, so even the glue will fit in here. So I plan on sending her one of these liquid glues, these what is this? Multi-mono liquid glue. I plan on sending her one of these in here, a new one, so she can have that to use to stick her stuff down. I really like that glue, and it's not too hard on the hands. This I just have in there. I don't know if I'm gonna put anything in here or not, but this is from my creative time. So this will house, like I said, most of her embellishments, ribbons, trims, buttons, bling, anything like that that she may, want to use if she so wants to, for her memory keeping. So I like that it's in this box. It has a handle and it keeps it nice and neat. My grandmother is a neat freak, which is where I get it from. Well, I get it from my mom, but my mom got it from her. It's in the family, forget it. Anyway, so she likes to keep things tidy and neat and clutter free. So everything will be in this box for her. And then anything that doesn't fit in there, I'll just have like on the side or something like that. I'm trying to keep it so that everything fits in this box. And then when she's done, she can, take this out, do something else with it, throw it away. It's up to her. I don't really mind what she does with it. It's up to her. This sole purpose is to house the embellishments. So knowing my grandmother, she's not going to throw it away. She's going to find another use for it. So, but it's meant to, be taken out once this fills up. I'm sending her 8 books to start. So once she's got those done, then I will make some more from that same paper collection and send her another bundle of journals for her to do her memory keeping in. We have a what is it? Family reunion coming up in June. So, she may want to remember that. My grandmother remembers when, in 1945, when all that stuff happened with Hitler and all that kind of stuff. So she's got photos from that, actually. And I'm hoping, once she photocopies them, that she'll put that stuff in these journals, stuff like that. So anyway, that's my idea behind this. I'm sending one, like I said, to my grandmother, aunts, my mom, my sisters, even my sisters. They're always traveling too. I'm the only one with kids. And so they get to travel a lot more than I do. But, you know, they don't do anything with all these pictures except for post them on social media, which, you know, I'm not a huge fan of as far as posting your private life. But I understand. So I wanted them to also have it to where they can have it at home and stuff like that. So anyway, I've talked for long enough. Let me show you. So the pieces that cut out, because I was asked what the pieces are. This is the inside piece, one of the pages. This is how it cuts out. And it cuts with the score lines, so you can just fold it in half, which I've done with the other ones. So you'll cut this. You'll use 3 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper to cut this, and it'll give you 8 sheets or 8 pieces. Okay, so that's the inside, and then you'll use a 12 by 12 to cut your cover. So this is the cover for this one, and once you fold it on the score lines, it folds over like this. And then these are your holes for your brads, and you cut these pieces to go underneath your brads. So I cut them in green. And then these are the brads that I'll be using for this one, like a mauve color. And then, like I said, I'll be using some jute to bind it. So let's go ahead and put this one together. So you just want to line up the holes when you put your paper in. So my holes are all nice and lined up. I can see straight through. And then you want to thread whatever you're going to use. This is too long. Hold on. Let's see. Cut this down. This is a piece that I had laying around from a banner that I was going to make, or I made. This is left over. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off. Probably still too much, but it's okay. I don't like wasting stuff. Oh, and you'll also need a piece of twine for the front to wrap around the brads. So let's go ahead and thread this. And I'm just sticking it, oops. I kind of had a feeling that it wasn't all going to go in. I'm just sticking it through the, dang it. I tied it in a knot somehow. Let me cut another piece. I should have made sure that whole piece went through. Because this is jute, it's thicker. So I'm actually cutting the ends at an angle to make it easier to thread. Okay, line my paper back up. All right, let's try this again. So I've cut the tip at an angle, like at a point. So we're gonna see if that threads better, and it does. So I got my first piece in. Now to my second piece. Again, I cut it at a point. Okay. And I make sure that I pull it evenly. And then flip it over and go ahead and tie it. You can tie it in a knot. If you want to, you can tie this to where if you do tie it on a knot, you can add beads depending on your type of string that you use. You can add beads to the end and just knot it. That would be really cute. Which I don't think I have any beads with a big enough hole for this jute, because that would be really cute. I may do that on the next one. Yeah, I probably will do that on the next one. So I'm just going to tie this one. And then someone asked me about my double bows. If I can show a tutorial on that. All I do when I do a double bow is I just tie whatever my first color is or my first material is. In this case, it's jute. And then if I want to add another color or another material, then I'll just go underneath and tie it in the opposite direction, which makes it a double bow. Really simple. But I can still show it if you would like. I'm particular about my about my bows. Like, really, my grandmother's not gonna care, but I do. She's not gonna care one bit. She's gonna say she loves it regardless of how I've got it tied or how it looks or whatever. So that's the bow. So it's now bound. As you can see, pages are in and everything is good to go. Just making sure everything's even. Okay, so that's how it looks once you put the pages in. Now I'm going to add my twine and brads. So I usually like to knot the end. And then I will grab the little circle, lay my piece of twine over it, over the hole. Like so. Take my brad, open it a little bit, because you're going to put the twine in between the brad and then put it in the hole. Keeps it from coming out like that. So hopefully you can see that. There we go. See, the twine is in between the brad, and then you just push it down. And now we can add it to the journal or the album. Like that. So now my twine's in place, and I can trim some more of this off. Okay. Now we're going to add the other one to the top flap. This one you're just putting the brad in. You don't have to worry about anything else. You kind of leave it a little bit loose so you can add the twine. You wrap the twine underneath it, but it loosens anyway as you do it. So that one's in place. And now we can close it. Really simple. Just making sure it's nice and pressed down and all lined up. And you just start wrapping it underneath. Okay. So that one is done and all ready to go. All right, simple. And she can just easily unravel it, open it up, close it back, and put her pictures in there. So fun. I like this. I like this a lot. Not sure if I like how big this bow is. Let's make it a little smaller. That's bothering me. That's better. All right, so I like that better. That was a little too big. Okay, so That's it. And like I said, you can hang like little charms or whatever if you want to get all serious with this. You know, I may go into more detail with my sisters and my mom, but for my grandmother, I really need to keep it simple. For her hands and stuff like that. I don't want, you know, too much going on for her to have to do or deal with. So that is another one. And to go with the collection, and then I have already pre-cut the covers for the other ones. So these are the other ones that I have to do in the paper collection. So they're really quick to put together. They don't take long at all. They don't take long to cut out. All I have to cut out is the pages. But I'm almost done with that, and I will show you when everything is packed. All the embellishments are chosen and stuff like that. I'll show you that before I send it off. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Sorry for the long video. Hope you stayed tuned to the end. And I will be talking to you guys soon. All right, guys. Bye.